Hi, I'm Kirby.
I'm Dana.
And we are
Migratory Nerds. It's time for our latest adventure. Let's get exploring.
Alright, it's day 4 of our 12-day Alaskan cruise on the Virgin Voyages Brilliant Lady. And we're in Sitka. We're already here. We're a little slow on the intro. But we're in Sitka today. We're doing a little bit of our own exploring. We didn't book a independent tour or shore thing, so let's go see what we get into.
Alright.
Alright, we ordered ship eats for breakfast, which comes in this cool little thing. They just knock on the door and drop it off. And it's a $10 delivery charge. The ship eats is complimentary, but if you then order something that's paid on that, they don't charge you the delivery fee. Cruise ships do not dock directly in downtown Sitka. There is a complimentary shuttle that runs from the cruise port to Centennial Hall in downtown Sitka. You can make complimentary reservations for this shuttle. If you're coming on a day with multiple ships in port, I would highly recommend making a shuttle reservation. There also is a standby line if you didn't make a shuttle reservation to wait for the next available shuttle. Since we were the only cruise ship docked today, there wasn't a line for the shuttle. We had made a reservation anyway just to be sure, but we didn't need it. So the shuttles drop you off over there at Centennial Hall, and if you come out and take a right, start walking this way, you'll get to the park, which eventually leads to the Raptor Center. Weather check, it's mid-June, it's 55 degrees, it is miraculously not raining yet, but it probably will. I have on a short sleeve shirt because the bus was 8,000 degrees, but we all have our raincoats, and it is a little chilly, but it feels nice right now. So we're at the Totem Park Sitka National Historic Park Totem. There's a totem loop, and then this is also where we'll go to get to the Raptor Center. Migratory nerdy fact of the video: Sitka National Historic Park is Alaska's smallest national historic park. It was established in 1890 and is the oldest federally designated park in Alaska. It's an important site for Tlingit and Russian history. There are Tlingit and Haida totem poles nestled across the Sitka spruce trees. There was a sign when we entered the totem loop that there was recent bear activity on the Russian loop, which is adjacent to where we were, not exactly where we were walking, but just a reminder to always be bear aware. It's hard to see in this, but this is a giant eagle's nest that was high up on a tree. I couldn't really get a great angle of it. There is a small visitor center at the National Historic Park that did have nice clean restrooms. It did not have a traditional National Park gift shop though, so if you were looking to collect any National Park merch, you would have to buy it online. There was a QR code for shopping. The walk from Centennial Hall to the National Historic Park and doing the full Totem Park loop was about 1.55 miles. It was all pretty paved or flat packed surfaces with not a lot of elevation gain. Continuing from the visitor center to the Alaska Raptor Center was about another 0.5 miles. If you're worried about directions or getting lost, Apple Maps did a great job of getting us from Centennial Hall through the Totem Loop and to the Raptor Center. The Alaska Raptor Center is dedicated to the care and conservation of wild birds. They provide medical treatment for roughly 200 injured birds each year. Though they specialize in raptors, they'll aid any wild bird in need. The goal is always rehabilitation efforts to release the birds back to the wild. However, if the patient is too severe to fully recover, they will become part of the ambassador team that you can see and visit while you're visiting the center. So graceful, Spirit. So graceful. This is a red-tailed hawk. This is a great horned owl. Look at that grumpy face. Look at it. This guy. I call him this guy grumpy. You said this is Boris?
This is Boris.
That's a fun name. I know you have the food.
Wait till everybody kind of slows down. He has incredible humor. All owls have incredible humor. You know, let's look at one owl. His is really incredible because the facial there is the best. Most of them looking interesting. The feathers are directing sounds coming from the ground, wherever, to the ears. He has right ear and left ear, just like we do, but the right's a little bit higher, turns out a little bit more to the front. Left one's a little bit lower, turns more to the back. So that way, okay. So that way, sounds you can pick up and say, oh, it's right there. I've had people look, see what I'm pointing at is not saying. But these guys are capable of snow diving. Well, anywhere from 12 to 14 inches of snow. Not having seen a thing, they're very So again, there's a lot of movement going on. It's really confusing him as far as what it is. So I'll see if he'll come down. I like to give him his food. This is a mouse. It is not live. I would not be standing here holding it. It has been gutted. We can't give them live breakfast. For one thing, they can't catch it. And secondly, just make them wild. So all of our food comes to us has been frozen, down, and thawed. So let's see if he'll come get it. So I'd love for him to do this so people can see it. Okay. Perch. And we're trying to get him to eat more rat pieces because rats actually have more meat on them than mice do. But he wants the mice stuff. So we're still trying to get him to do that because we start being concerned about weight. And our animals are weighed every day. So that way we have a good idea. So I will step back and see if he'll go put that center for me. It's not a good idea to stare him down. I don't worry about him doing it by constantly. If he has flown into me a couple of times, not on purpose, because he's fine. But sometimes he gets excited away.
Make sure you check out the gift shop on your way out, as all proceeds from the gift shop go back to running the Raptor Center. The walk back from the Alaska Raptor Center through the Totem Park, but on a more direct route back to Centennial Hall, is about 1.3 miles. All right, how was your day exploring Sitka?
It was nice.
Yeah.
Sitka's nice.
Yeah. We walked to the Totem. I think it's like a historic, like a national park.
It's Sitka National Historic
Site.
Forest?
There were a lot more trails and walking paths that we didn't explore in it, but that was free. We walked right to it from where Centennial Hall, which is where the shuttle drops you off.
Mm-hmm.
We were the only ship in Sitka today, so we didn't need you can reserve that shuttle in advance, complimentary, but we were the only ship in, so there was never really a line. And then from there we walked to the Alaska Raptor Center.
Yes.
Which was, at the time of this video, June 2026, was $17 per adult. And all of it goes to the Raptor Center's care and everything to rehabilitation. It was really cool. And they had, I assume, staff and maybe not volunteers, but they had people around to talk about the different raptors you were seeing, and they all that this was all their names and their sort of backstory, and it was really informative.
Mm-hmm.
And nice. They're doing good work. Their goal, as much as possible, is to release them back into the wild.
Right.
But
there are some birds who get there who are just damaged and can't care for themselves, so they end up living there.
I think they basically, the line in the sand is, can they feed themselves?
Yeah.
And then if they can't, then they keep them, and if they can, then they limit as much human contact as possible, and they try and release them back into the wild. But it was really cool. And then we walked back into town, and it was raining.
Mm-hmm.
Sitka's in a rainforest. I think our bus driver on the way there said it rains 240 days out of the year. So if you're coming to Sitka, be prepared for rain.
They said they only get 80 sunny days a year, I think. And that's mostly in July and August.
Yeah. So, but it was a good day, and then we've been hanging out on the boat. So, anything else about Sitka?
Nope.
All right. Back on board for some lunch at the pizza place, which is located conveniently right next to Lick Me Till I Scream, followed by a little bit of afternoon coffee. A little bit more bird watching and sightseeing from our balcony before we set sail from Sitka. Keeping it casual tonight with dinner at the Galley. Tonight's show in the Red Room is Red Hot, a high-energy musical revue that celebrates the legacy of Virgin and its founder, Sir Richard Branson. The show traces Virgin's 50-year history through 5 decades of iconic hits from Virgin Records' musical catalog. Alright, so we had dinner in the Galley.
Ships are rocking.
Ship's moving a little. We had like sushi boxes.
Yes. And then we were going to go to get ramen.
From the noodling around?
Made more sense with sushi. But it wasn't open. So we had burgers.
Yeah.
I had a burger.
Some of the, like, non-main places in the Galley are only open through, like, mid-afternoon, assuming that many people are going to eat dinner in a sit-down restaurant. So, yes, the sushi and burgers was an interesting choice, but it was pretty good. And then we went to the show Red Hot, which is...
a tribute to all music, but mostly Richard Branson.
Yes. It tells, like, the happy-go-lucky story of Richard Branson, but mostly it was just really fun music.
Yeah.
With some singing and dancing.
I'm guessing it was all, like, the biggest hits from Virgin Records?
Yes, so every song they played was one that was done on Virgin Records. And then
so it was really fun. Yeah. Really good dancing, really good music.
Yeah. So,
yeah.
It was, the volume was loud.
Yeah.
But it was very good. Yeah. I would say if you're doing anything in the Red Room, that's the main theater, it's still not that big. So and now at least on because we're on a 12-day sailing, they're repeating most of the big theater shows at least 2 days, which helps, but we got in line like when the doors were opening, which is generally about half an hour before the show, and the seats go fast. So just if there's something you really want to see, make sure you give yourself enough time to get a good seat. Anything else from the day?
Nope.
All right, I'm Kirby.
I'm Dana.
And we are
Migratory Nerds.
Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you get notified when all of our new videos drop. Bye.